Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and welcome back to another Taskmaster challenge. As always, my competitors are Stealth 17 Gaming, History Guy Gaming, Brother Monroe, and Every Day's Different. And this week's challenge is a bit ridiculous. We are a single British battlecruiser, 1920s tech. The starting engagement range is 20,000 meters, and we are going up against 1940s tech German battleship and 3 heavy cruisers. Goal of this one is to sink the enemy as quickly as possible without deck-mounted torpedoes. So I honestly don't think that this scenario is possible, if I'm honest. I don't see it being a thing. We're going to give it a shot, but I just want you guys to know ahead of time that I just don't think this is going to work. We have nothing in our favor. Nothing. We can't use torpedoes. We can't use decent guns. We can't use range because they will outrange us. They will have better accuracy at range than us. Like, we literally have 0 advantages, and there is almost no chance that any of us can even sink a ship before we die. So, I guess we're just going to go in there, do the best we can, and hope for the best. And I just clicked off my window. You guys can't see it, but I did. I don't hold any high hopes in this one. Like I said, I just don't think we're going to be able to hit anything. We're going to try. I think that before we close the distance, they're going to absolutely obliterate us. And I think that once we close the distance, they're going to continue to obliterate us. We are going to have hydro because they will most likely have torpedoes, though radio unnecessary, so we'll leave that at that. All right. Let's go. Main tower. The best tower we can get. Secondary. The best tower that we can get. Funnels. Advanced funnel. Gives us a very crap ability right now to hit any or to speed, but we're probably going to be dropping our speed down anyway because as soon as we put guns on this thing, we're going to be overweight. So yeah. Guns. I honestly do not think that we're going to be able to use 16-inch guns. They're extremely heavy and they're inaccurate. We could go with 14-inch guns, but then the problem that we have with 14-inch guns is, will they have enough penetration? So I guess we'll go with the 14-inch guns. We'll have 12 of them. And as you can see, that right there is like at the perfect weight right now. We literally are at 33 of 33. Can't get any better. The problem is, we don't have much in the way of armor. We don't have any secondaries. And this only gives us 405 per gun. So 1,200 rounds should be plenty. Oh, we have increased on already. All right, well, I honestly, there's this the problem with the battle cruiser of this era. Like, there's only so much you can do with it. I hope that we can get some hits, but I honestly am not holding out a whole lot of hope. I figure we're probably not going to be able to hit them, and then when we get close, we're going to get shredded. Because there are multiple enemies, they are going to spread out, and somebody's going to have our broadside. The goal, right off the bat, and of course we're sailing away when we want to be sailing towards. They're already firing at us. But the goal is to close the distance and keep the bow pointed at the battleship. Those look like pretty sizable rounds, so probably 16-inch guns on the battleship. And if we can close the distance without taking too much damage early on, we might actually have a chance. Might. Doubtful, but it is possible. Alright, so battleship is literally crossing the T right now. Their cruisers are starting to pop up already as well. We are going to have to keep an eye out for torpedoes. Just took a 14-inch and a 16-inch, so yep, they are running 16-inch guns. No surprise there. Down to 85% of our health. Alright, let's turn this down to double speed here. Trying to not get ourselves killed. Trying to dodge all the torpedoes that we can, though it looks like we're about to take one. Yep. Took it right on the belt. We have a 29% chance to hit this guy right here, and he's crossing in front of our rear guns. And they're not firing. Good hit there. Caused some flooding. Looks like we're about to be rammed. Of course, we can't hit a guy who's literally ramming us. And as you can see, he does quite a bit more damage to us than we did to him. Somehow. even though we're a much larger ship than him. Now the AI is making me go full broadside in front of the enemy battleship, which is only going to end one way. We lost the front gun at some point. Try to get the rear guns to look at the target. Preferably before he rams us. And he just dumped a bunch of torps at point blank range, which are going to be impossible to dodge, and that'll probably be the death of us. This is just sad. We just can't do any damage to them. That looks like it's gonna hurt. Yep, definitely did. I love how it says I have a 2% chance to hit a fucking ship that is right next to my ship. How is it only a 2% chance to hit this ship? Like I've got a 100% chance of ramming him again. And we got detonated. Yay! I told you, this challenge is impossible. There's no way that you can win this challenge. I highly doubt that anybody is capable of doing anything in this challenge that remotely resembles winning. So, now for the second half of the challenge, since I don't think anybody was able to complete the first one, I'll just be real with you. I'm going to go ahead and do the second part, which is we are allowed to use torpedoes. But, we'll just see what happens. Like, we can design it with torpedoes for the second one, and then, if nobody wins this, then whoever stayed afloat the longest wins. Okay? So, that's apparently how this one's gonna go. Now, again, I just don't see us actually doing anything gun-wise to the enemy. Like, I just don't see it happening. But I'm going to throw a 16-inch turret right on the bow. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? We're going to make that electro-hydro so that it at least has a chance to keep up. And we'll go with semi-auto reloading so that the reload isn't absolutely abysmal, but it's still pretty bad. Okay. So now I've got just under 2,000 tons of torpedoes to add to this thing. It says I need at least 2 main guns. Darn it. Alright, then I'll put a 9-inch gun at the back. That's going to eat into my torpedoes that I can throw out there, but it is what it is. Alright, torpedoes. We're just going to be putting all the torpedoes on this thing. They need to be 20-inch torpedoes, which is the maximum we can get. And fast torpedoes so that we can actually get in close. What is our range on these torpedoes, by the way? 6.5 kilometers. That should be doable. Alright, that one took us over the limit. Alright, let's drop this down to 33.5, or 33 knots. Okay, and add some belt armor. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of torpedoes. We're going to go out here and see if we can come up with a different result this time. The 6.5 kilometer range is going to be a problem, probably. So, do I want to change them from fast torpedoes to regular torpedoes? What's the range on them now? 9.5? Yeah, we'll just keep them with regular torpedoes. Alright. Let's try this now. So, north. Probably 16-inch guns again, it looks like. With any luck, we'll get close enough to launch our torpedoes before taking any significant damage. But I'm not very lucky, so we'll see. Battle cruiser inflexible. I don't know, the way she detonated in the last one, she looked pretty flexible to me. Already taking hits from the cruisers. Apparently the cruisers have 9-inch guns. Come on, baby. Close that gap. We have already lost a significant amount of health because of the 16-inch guns of that battleship. And yet, of course, we're not allowed to hit them back. We've got torps launching all over the place already. Their torps are starting to arrive. Can we launch some torps, please? Okay, torps have been launched. Bow in. Come on, bow in. As hard as we can turn. They're tearing us a new one, for sure. Got some big hits, but again, they're just not doing enough damage. We got flooding, we got, what, 8 torpedo hits? We got one of them. We're gonna take some torps here. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. But it looks like it's going to. And we did significant amounts of damage to him. And down we go. Alright, so that's the best that I can do. I don't know what else to do. We took a lot of damage before we could get close enough. We landed a lot of torpedoes, but again, they're just too small to do enough damage against a big armored target, especially late tech. So I'm looking forward to seeing the other guys' attempt. I apologize that I always seem to come in bottoms, but good God, man. This challenge is, I don't know what to do. There's nothing I could do here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if so, I didn't actually look and see how long we survived that last match, so somebody will have to comment down below. I'm sure somebody will. But anyway, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.